What's up, guys? Pope here with another episode of Kerbal Space Program Space Storm. We are in episode 4, I believe, and we got a couple of little things here to do. Not too much. Again, this really isn't going to be as exciting of an episode as hopefully the future ones will be, because a lot of this, I mean, it's a problem that you run into as you start off. You know, you have slower things to do, so not as much things can really be filmed, I guess. This one, what we're seeing right now here, this is just a basic rocket. I wanted to go back into space and just kind of do a little bit of research stuff, just things like that. That way, I don't know. It's a little hard to explain. And we're in 4 times view or 4 times speed, so you don't have to see a bunch of stuff. I kind of wanted to do that more so just so you don't see just we're going back into space, we're back in space here, we're taking some science, you know, things like that. I'm just kind of equaling out my trajectory. This rocket that I built, I've been trying to kind of equal or level everything out as far as weight to aerodynamics. And so what you'll see in this one, I can actually fly this back into the Earth's atmosphere, or the Kerbal's atmosphere. This is something that our science engineers worked diligently on, and Jebediah once again is the forefront of testing. So we're doing some spins to kind of bring down the overall speed of re-entry, and Jebediah is having the time of his life because he knows that there is candy at the end of every mission. He's a huge chocolate fan, so he gets chocolate every time he completes a mission. But as I was saying, a lot of these things, and we're going to kind of try and keep in track of our prograde. And see, you can notice that as I move up, it actually starts to have a control system to it, which makes for a pretty interesting re-entry flying. And I think right here I actually level it out to where I'm really not even falling. Pretty cool, if you ask me. We're on a glide pattern. I mean, not like I can just take this thing and glide it all the way off into Neverland. I mean, it's obviously it's going to go back down into Kerbal. But Jebediah Kerman nonetheless is ready. And I'm actually working with that parachute so that Jebediah can he wants to see how low he can get before he ejects the main capsule and throws up the parachutes. So we are at 10,000 or 1,000 meters, and he flares hard. We begin to climb back and a proper ejection. So, one for the history books. Jebediah returns safely to Kerbal, a hero of space and time. Not only that, but a hero in the hearts of many, many boys and girls. And we're just going to go ahead and hurry on down. So yeah, that's just one of the many things we are working on. Really need to start setting up some satellite systems for some of the other stuff. So let's build that. We're gonna kind of put together kind of a basic little satellite system. Maybe you guys like it, maybe you don't. It's cool. It'll work for me. So let's get this thing going. Don't really have a whole lot going in this. It won't go in there. So let's just get rid of that. Nope, won't go in there. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna exactly make this. We don't really need too much as far as its own powering system. So we probably don't need that at all. Won't need too much science because of the fact that we just don't have any use for anything other than the actual satellite dishes and commutertrons. But nonetheless, the KIA, the Kerbal Central Intelligence Agency, or the Kerbal Intelligence Agency, wants us to build a functioning spy satellite so it can keep in touch of moon Martians and things of such. I've noticed this, if you guys, well, I guess that works, but if you'll twist them, the batteries around, you can actually fit them inside of that cage area, giving you the rest of your structure to kind of use whatever you want, and those ladders really aren't going to be necessary. And I think I need to go one more, and that should, yeah, that's going to create all of the solar panels that I'll really need as far as this satellite goes. I'm sure I'll need a couple more here and there, and that right there will do. Won't need any of that. Shouldn't need any lights, so let's just attach that back. And this is really probably going to end up failing as a satellite. I kind of want to get this out to a geosynchronous orbit, or Kerbal synchronous orbit. That way it hovers the way it should. And that's going to be way too big. Let's just, nope. Let's take these and sell them. And that's still not cool. Okay. There we go. I like that. That looks nice. Very Kerbal-y. Jubilee. Kerbalicious. Jebediah approves tenfold. In tinfoil. Because he was told the other day that if he didn't put tinfoil on his head, that radio waves from space would kill him within 20 years. So Jebediah has started to wear tinfoil on his head. Go figure. Let's bring this on up so we can finish building up our rocket ship to take the satellite into space and hopefully geosynchronous orbit. Let's get another one on there. There we go. Now for a really powerful rocket. There we go. Alright. Now, for the rest of it, just kind of a basic solid rocket functionality to it. Not too much here, not too much there. There we go. I can actually probably bring those down. And it will fly a little bit better. Not too much. But hopefully just enough. These structures are, what are these, strut connectors. Yeah, I'm about to say that's going to be far over. We need to move that. There we go. Perfect. Sort of. Oh, let's put that back. Let's just move all of this right here. And let's put some of those fancy fins on. Because I want to get it, like I said, I want to get it equal. So let's make it equal. And crap, I need to move those to this part right here. There we go. Now I can put these back where they belong. And then I need to put some this isn't working. We've kind of lost track of what we're doing here. What are you doing? Oh, yes, I need to put these on the solid rockets. And I have remembered. There we go. Perfect, kinda. It's ugly, but it works. Nice. That works almost beautifully. Almost beautifully. Not quite as much beautifully as I would hope for, but still gonna do its job and do the things it needs to do. And we're gonna start retracted on that. No, okay, we're not. We need to, but we're not going to. All this commentary is post-commentary. I don't know why I'm still messing down. Put that away. Yep, good. All this is post-commentary, so that's why I'm kind of yelling at myself for doing stupid things. Because it's not gonna work. This might, but I mean, just what all. That's not everything. What are you doing? Zoom in. You're not gonna grab. Oh, I did grab it. Let's make it easier on ourselves. There we go. Perfect. Like that. We're gonna call this Sat 1, Satellite 1. Let's make sure everything's right. Looks good. Let's save that and exit, because we're gonna launch that in the next episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, my name is the Pope890, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not already. But in the meantime, I'll catch you guys later in episode 5. Peace.